So for today's segment, I'm going to be playing piano. No, I'm just kidding. I have really real piano skills. Just saying. Happy Thursday. Well, actually, I hope you had a happy Thursday because I had a bit of a delay in posting this video, but it's up now, and the weekend is finally among us. So, great responses to what inspired you, and I think it was just beyond interesting to see what kind of inspires everybody else because obviously every story is similar and different in its own ways. I think it was really cool that a few of you had like parents and relatives who were all teachers and that have kind of influenced you into going into teaching. I know personally for me, one of my siblings is actually a teacher for Chicago Public Schools. You know, she loves music actually, but unfortunately, even though she was like involved in choir, took a couple of violin lessons, she never really actually became a music teacher. But just this past week, I've had two people come up to me and tell me they love music. They did not pursue music as a career because they didn't think they were good enough. I just want to say that in regards to that comment, particularly, that I think all of us who are in this particular career path, music, and especially my blog mates, that we're actually pretty courageous and amazing, just say. So remember that. So James, on to your challenge. I really considered asking my student professor, the fabulous McGovern, for advice on what he would do, what he suggests he would do back in undergrad, but I can never really seem to find him on a Friday afternoon. Big surprise, he's always busy. But I think I will try to ask him next week during my lesson or something, and maybe post his response. If not, Maddie can also ask him because he's his teacher as well. But before I carry on, I thought it was very interesting that you got to talk to an engineering major, and you kind of got him into wanting to take classes like 314. And why I thought that was interesting was because it kind of just relates back to Taylor's segment of trying to get non-music majors into like music classes, and it was just beyond fascinating that he was like, let's do it, I have one engineering friend who goes here, and maybe I can do the same. No, I'm just kidding, he wouldn't buy it. As for the other two challenges I chose to embark on, let's start. So, I think I should get the embarrassing one out of the way. No judgment, but I actually found a dance hand on my webcam, so I think I might put that on. So let's do it. Oh yeah, party hat. I mean, that kind of looks like a dance hat. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so something embarrassing that happened to me while I was playing in an ensemble or a music setting and such. My most recent embarrassing thing, because I'm sure I've done a million embarrassing things, I just can only remember the recent ones because I think I've pretty much repressed and buried the really, really, really embarrassing ones. But still, I remember this one. So I was in Kentucky, 243, actually this semester, and we were third year class, and we were learning how to start an ensemble with different styles of attacks. Yeah, that's pretty hard if you think about it. So we had to do two different ones. We had to do the tough and harsh one, and here you go. It's pretty good. And we had to do the soft one. Academic sick. So Dr. Darrow, our professor for the class, wanted us to come up to the podium and introduce ourselves, and then afterwards do that whole charade. And we had to kind of do it in a confident conductor-like manner, whatever that may be. And so it was my turn to get up, and I'm just trying to get through the day, don't notice me. And I'm like, okay. I go up to the podium, and I'm like, hi, I'm Brenda, in a, hush hush voice. And he stops me and is like, do that over again, but in a more clear way. And I have a tendency to mumble when I'm nervous, so obviously at that point I was just like more terrified than I was before. I don't know, there's just something terrifying about getting in front of a class. I mean, it happens. And then I go at it again. I'm like, hi, I'm Brenda, And he stops me again and says, say it more deeper. And at this point, I'm just like, I'm just not having it. So I approach it again, and I guess because I was like, I don't know, I was just the really, really sarcastic part of me at this point was just like, okay, I got your deeper voice. And this is exactly how I said it. I was like, hi, I'm Brenda. And it was like I was Darth Vader for a second, probably more. And I swear everybody in the class just started cracking up. I just remembered I turned so red. And even though I kind of intentionally embarrassed myself, I don't know. It was just something I just can't live down ever. Because one of my friends in that class, he's just always like, hi, I'm Brenda. And God, it's just so embarrassing. Oh, he just likes to remind me of it every day. And he'll be like, hi, Brenda. And I'm just like, stop. But I just don't know what I was thinking. I mean, why did I do that? I guess that's why I'm wearing a dunce hat. So that's a selfie with a really, really awesome Beatles book. I found that accident one day in the library while I was studying. And it's actually quite weird how that just came into my eyesight, but it happened. And basically the book has every Beatles song known to man. Probably even the hidden tracks, those bonus tracks. Actually, I don't really know if it does, but it's still cool. So check it out. Actually, don't check it out. Actually, you can't because it's in the reference section. You can't check out things in the reference section. Make a copy of it or look at it. I don't know. Ugh. So honestly, I have a hard time picking out my favorite song in general because I just listen to a lot of music and so I just like to vary it up depending on the day. So today, while I was studying, I decided today my favorite song was Blackbird by the Beatles. So if you haven't heard of that, if you have not listened to that, I mean like now, listen to it. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, there's a link below. So if you want to listen to it. Anyways, I think it's cool because it's just very personal and not like personal in lyric sense, but personal as in the fact that there's just acoustic guitar going on. Everything's pretty not computerized, I guess. And the chords are just pretty dope and cool. And like I said before, it's just very simple and it's effortless and it's like, it doesn't try so hard to be cool, like those songs you hear on the radio, they're like, oomph, oomph. It's just so much going on, like bass, feedback, I don't know, just all these things going on makes it sound overproduced. And yeah, it's a Beatles song, so it's just gonna be beyond awesome. So, I mean, come on, who doesn't love Paul McCartney's angelic voice? Oh, I'm just kidding, that guy's still performing. But, whatever.
birds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.